There is no further progression of plot for we protagonists who came here for a higher evolution than the Hylics who hang on apocalyptic edging from every screen they stare into and every platform that continually convinces them that it's about to be the end of the world as they know it each and every day. An Armageddon that never actually arrives, mind you. Nevertheless, this end of the world edging keeps them scrolling, swiping up again and again to get just a few more tidbits on the inevitable collapse of the economy or the coming nuclear holocaust or the draft that will turn 82% of their children into hamburger meat in the Middle East. Every 24-hour news cycle keeps them close to the climax of oblivion, but never allows the release that keeps building underneath the flesh. Those of us of a Gnostic persuasion are hip to this game the system is playing. We aren't mystified by the harvesting of emotional energy, commonly called louche, by those in the know. We are aware that there is never meant to be any kind of solution or conclusion to the prepackaged issues of the day that assault our senses through whichever curated app might best pull us into the illusion of the consensus reality whose tracks were laid a very long time ago by a demiurge and its emanations known as the archons. Yet even with this full revelation of the method being held by the students of the Nag Hammadi scrolls, there still seems to be the feeling of frustration or confusion by the psychics with an expectation of some big final spiritual thingamajig that also, like the experience of the Hylics, never actually comes. As they await a conclusion to the physical problems they are bound by, the psychics are being edged in a metaphysical loop also, with a distinct and separate form of energy harvesting they are completely unaware of for the most part. Don't get me wrong. As a pneumatic who sparked up to seek Sophia on the path of Gnosis many, many moons ago, long before YouTube algorithms were saturated with Sethian or Valentinian teachings that show up on your feed as breaking news, I am more than excited that at long last the time Enoch saw in his visionary travels is upon us. It brings me much joy as a Gnostic who had to hide his research or experiences while digging for any scrap of the Nag Hammadi library he could get his hands on while living behind the enemy lines of the Bible Belt that terms such as demiurge, archons, or pleroma are becoming commonplace. My spirit swells up with optimism to hear that swaths of souls are now discovering that the generic narrative of the biblical God is the great deception to the 180th degree. I'm overjoyed psychics are realizing that the father that Christ Yeshua spoke of was not the douche from the Old Testament who loved a good genocide from time to time. Rather, was that old serpent the devil that corporate Christians kneel before to this day. Yet, in the midst of this Gnostic revival, I have perceived the perilous approach of religiosity being applied by more than a few, which causes me pause.
For the full transmission, including exclusive articles, videos, podcasts, and commentary you won't find on social media, visit downloadedcontent.com. While you're there, be sure to join the DLC newsletter so you never miss new releases, exclusive content, or future transmissions. And if you're fascinated by the mysteries of Genesis 6, the Watchers, the Nephilim, and the Book of Enoch, be sure to check out Then Came the Flood by Daniel Louis Crumpton, a novel that reimagines the world before the flood and brings one of humanity's oldest mysteries to life. Available now wherever books are sold. DownloadedContent.com, where pneumatics go to play.